Hello there, fellow parents. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Pacifists. Episode 21, the final episode. Our lovely mountain blessed with a birth. So we got one atomizer up trying to deal with our waste pack overflow, and the other one is just about done getting built. We're almost done resetting our defenses. I'm going to make the spike trap the default way into the base instead of the non-spike trap. I'm going to change the recharge settings for some of the mechs. So definitely don't need to recharge at 95. That's absurd. And the kid has a medical emergency. Ooh, shivering. What is your gear? You are definitely going to freeze to death in our base. So we're going to need to make you a parka. I have one. So forced target to wear parka. Because I've deeply frozen the base because otherwise we get infestations. So yeah, we need to dress our prisoners. So you, sir, are going to be converted. And Quantum, your conversion power... Oh, he's asleep. I thought it was like moving the needle 73 in one go. That would be insane. But no, I misread. Alright, there we go. We got the atomizers. With these additional atomizers, my power grid is probably going to cry. I have one steel. So let's get the deep drills back into the mix, and try to replenish our non-existent steel amount, because that's real bad. So is he up yet? No, he's knocked. He's blood lost out. And I'm not about to, like, inject him with go juice to convert him. That's a bit of a war crime. Especially on a 16-year-old. Alright, advanced lights is done. That just makes our power bill lessened, because it halves the amount of light, or power that all the lights take. I'm going to turn off this sun lamp until this whole zone is sown. That's going to help out with, like, power consumption. Because I see that we are absolutely overdrawing during the day. And obviously in a glow forest, I can't offset with solar, because solar doesn't exist. We probably ultimately need to snake cables up to these geysers and put generators there at some point. But, like, that's a big investment for the 0 steel that I have. Tim, you could start shredding mechs, though. That would help. Because these atomizers just put 800 watt strain that goes 24/7, 365 on the grid. And I have no chem fuel, because no one's refining it. So let's have, you know, an 8-year-old make chem fuel. Just RimWorld things. One way to get some steel would be to grab the turrets, or the mortars rather, and break them down. We don't ever fire them. We don't ever attack anyone. So that's a good source. And RCV, you're probably going to be the man for the job that. So, unzone restrict. So you can actually physically go all the way out there. Okay, he's not unconscious. So convert does a reduction of 30. So probably what I'll try to do is do a ritual. and just, like, hope to get lucky. Maybe. Because that's going to be a lot faster than the piecemeal, continual convert. Now, if Harvey likes... He's a rival to everyone, because holding prisoner. But if he likes Quantum, if Quantum starts to build up a rapport, I do have the peer pressure mod, which allows us to convert faster when rapport is higher. So there will be a little bit of a buff here for opinion, eventually. This monument quest is... Oh, we still have the night ceremony. I need to make a harp, don't I? Let's do that. I would not mind an additional Psylink. That sounds pretty tasty. And Crimson's about to deliver, so let's make that quicker. Because, like, as soon as she's incapacitated, it's one fewer person in the bestowing ceremony. Whoa, that's one conversation? 19%? I like that. Maybe we don't even need the conversion ritual. Forget it. There's no point in risking a terrible and effective if that's one conversation's worth. So we'll leave that at as is. The next research I want to get, given all the eye damages that we have in the colony, is bionic replacements. I think that's kind of a no-brainer at this point. We have a bunch of people that can't see straight anymore, or have no depth perception. So we can try to fix that. It's pretty bad. Come on, Harp. Be good. I mean, we do have crafting 20, so come on. You're, an excellent... Okay, that helps. That's something. So it's 5 o'clock at night. Let's do this. The other thing about the night ceremony. So before we actually do the crowning thing, I forgot the other half of it is the bedroom. So the bedroom needs to be 24 tiles, 40 impressiveness, all double floored, end table dresser. I don't have end table dresser. I'll make these out of wood because that's the material I have available to me. So Crimson, I know you're about to give birth in like milliseconds, but could you build me heavy furniture? Oh, wow, yes, you can. Masterwork at that. Well, that will help with the whole night requirement, I guess. Just hold the baby in, please. And be a carpenter for me. Alright, here we go. Psylink time. And with my luck, the bestower... Oh, no, they didn't land in the arse end of nowhere. Like, last time they landed, like, here and had to, like, walk. And it, like, took a half a day for them to get here. At least this time, it's not like, hey, run a marathon. So this is a 122 room, meets the requirements. And, got the harp. Braziers have fuel. Should be fine. So 56 honorable, 19 grandiose, only about 25-ish% chance for bad. So I'm gonna get bad, obviously. I mean, come on. We know this. What can go wrong will go wrong without fail. Come on, cleaner robot. Go into the... I guess there's no filth here, never mind. Honorable! Hey! That's good. We got 2 extra honor. Nice. Gained knight title. All the expectations are still met. Perfect. The bedroom is good. The throne room is good. And we gained Beckon. Beckon actually could be pretty useful. If you want to, like, lure someone into a trap or something. or like call a psychotic person. I don't know. I mean, it's not my favorite tier 3. Honestly, I probably got screwed, but whatever. We're a knight now. As far as permits go, package from a mill food drop might not be terrible because the food is vegetarian somehow. It's the only way to get, this the easiest way to get package from meals. But a silver drop might be even nicer if we're trying to make big trades. I think silver drop's going to be more important now that we have a shuttle, because caravan food is not something that we're going to need. So we'll do silver drop. And the reason I'm not doing combat drops is we're pacifists, so, you know, obviously, normally I would do, like, salvo and strike, but, like, we don't take those. There we go. Free silver. Went pretty well. So maybe a good stopping point for this marathon, or rather ending point, I should say, would be the birth of, hopefully, the... Hey, it's a Crimson baby. I hope it's a girl. Sorry, guys in the chat that have red hair, but I'm sure you've put up with a lot of bullying in your life, whereas redheaded females have it easy by comparison, I would think. Not that I am redheaded myself. I am no-headed. I'm bald. So, I've never... That's, I guess, a whole different style of bully. So last I checked, I had waste packs of like 196. So I think we are in a net negative situation as far as I could tell. Yeah, the no-soul gingers. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be... I'm not bullying anyone. I'm just saying, I know. So Crimson's in labor. We're going to gather for birth. The room is not cleanly, but, and I wish Tim had a bionic eye, but like 89% healthy and 7.6 sick, and like we can rush cryptosuit caskets if like we really, really need to, or like bile sculptors or something. So here we go. Cross your fingers, and I guess I'll keep playing. I thought the birth would be in a little bit, so raffle timer for hopefully not a stillborn, because that'd be rotten. But okay, that would be sad. Rotten is the wrong word. Oh God. I didn't mean like rotten. You know what I meant. Oh, I don't have appropriate clothing for baby. I don't even know where baby goes. Oh God. So we have a problem. My base is sub-zero to keep the bugs out, but do babies probably have a comfortable tolerance? I'll have to figure this out in a minute. I'm just gonna let the baby pop out and, you know, then I'll figure out what the hell to do. 'Cause like, there's not clothing that you make for babies. There's clothing that you make for children. Babies don't wear clothing. The babies have... So the problem is if I put a heater in for baby, it basically guarantees that if I have an infestation, it happens on the baby. That's the problem with putting the heater in there. So I'm probably... What I would need to do is I would need to like convert not overhead mountain area to like you know, a bedroom for baby. Because I don't want to guarantee that baby gets to be murdered by, So, you know what? I do have a temperature-controlled room. This is going to be baby booze. The bursary. The brewersary. Don't judge me. I did not rub whiskey on my baby to put it to sleep. Don't worry, I didn't play up into that meme. Alright, Joker gets to recharge. Healthy! And Quantum was like, God, that took forever, and is now literally starving. What a dad! What a dad! Alright, baby, do you have, like, temperature? I don't even, I wish I knew. Baby, Mitsuya. You can't get cold. Like, legit. You can't get cold. So, hey, baby, guess what? You don't have to move. I kind of figured, because I believe I've been in this situation before, and, like, it didn't click that, like, baby gets cold. So, like, baby doesn't have a temperature allowance. So all I really need to do, which I don't need to do, because the stream isn't going to last long enough, is to have, like, a romper, a toque, and a parka. If the baby was 3. But baby is immune to cold. Which is a little, I mean, that's nice, because, like, babies can't move, so it's not that they can't even solve their own temperature issues. So it would be a problem if, like, baby pops out and it's like, oh, I'm dead. Wow, look at that! Oh my god! Negative. No, I guess they do have a temperature allowance, and it's really permissive. Oh, good lord. That's a lot colder than it is warm. That is surprising. It's like negative 30 Celsius or 30 Celsius. Yeah. Good to know. Now I know. But we have a raffle timer up for the brand new baby. A true undergrounder. Yep. So we've got the large mech recharger. At this point, I think getting advanced components for bionics is probably our best use of time for Tim's work, so that we can put our colonists back together, because we have a bunch of issues. Tim, speaking of which, feed Crimson. And winner is Islotus. The coldest Islotus. Baby Islotus. You are red-haired male. Sorry. Soulless. Well, you know, maybe we'll Xenogerm implant you with something better. Sorry, again, if you know, whatever. And for childcare, I'm going to set both parents as urgent. Just in case. So feed, play. Well, actually, breastfeed. No, play. And then breastfeed. There's something funny about, like, we're gonna play with the baby by running into the leader's room who's sleeping. Meanest thing you could do to someone. Alright, kiddo, you are super close to converting, so I'm just gonna hit you with a conversion ritual, because you're gonna instantly convert. Boom, done. Alright, prisoner recruit. We're sitting at 15, so it's gonna be a minute for that to hit 0, but he at least believes in the correct things now, which is really helpful, because now he's going to be fed food that he doesn't find repulsive, because that is obviously a big factor. Alright, all of the psychoids are... not all the psychoids are planted yet. 84 of 100. So we're still waiting on that, because I was going to say I wasn't going to sew or turn on the sun lamp until they were all done, but I'll just turn on the sun lamp now. I maybe build one more chemgen, which will offset it, because that's going to be just a lot easier than trying to wire up these geysers. Now, for reference, how close do we get to this? We have 503. Times 5. So we have, like 800 more no, I mean, I don't have enough stone. So we would need to cut a lot more stone than I currently have access to. But it's like... It's on track, maybe? You know, it was 31 days, we're down to 24. It's definitely on track. Oh, please build this quicker. Guys, my batteries are dying. Negative 3,000. Come on. That's not going to work long term. That's funny. I've been trying to load Tim into the transport pod this whole time, and he was just like, no, I'm not going. Obviously that was a mistake, that was a misclick or whatever, but I'm surprised that Tim was just like, no, I'm never entering that pod. I'm not stupid. I know what that means. You're gonna launch me. I'm scared of heights. Well, that doesn't help. When I'm already in like a massive power negative, I didn't have my batteries blow out. I'm gonna turn off some of the chargers here. I don't know for negative waste packs, to be honest. Maybe, maybe not. Not sure. But I could definitely be better about my power consumption, because I have a lot of things that are, like, turned on that I'm not using. Speaking of which, let's get some of the mech shredded so I can turn off the machining table. Could turn off the vitals monitor, I guess. Oh, yay! A defoliator ship. Well, actually, I mean, the defoliator ship is never going to extend large enough to, like, threaten my crops, but, like, I don't want it here. So good news, Joker. March. Mush. Yep. I'm gonna move this drill because it's kind of endangered there. And then I think I am going to put a door here with the 0 wood that I currently have. And then maybe use more vents to try to warm this column. Warm these areas up if they go above the threshold for bugs. Alright, so now that Joker's in position to fire on the thing, I'm going to have all of everyone else shelter in place. Because I don't need anyone getting killed by scythers, because scythers are going to outrun us. No one's faster than the scyther in this colony. So, schedule, shelter in place. Start popping. And of course, fog starts, you know, just as soon as I start opening fire, so that we absolutely are guaranteed to miss continually. But at least there's an attempt. So we're trying to destroy the defoliator. So the current priority is destroy ship. Which I hadn't updated in a long time. And recruit Harvey, technically, but I mean, that I guess I'll add to. One thing I will say about Harvey is I don't think he has a bedroom. No, this is unknown. Never mind. He's fine. If we're zone restricted, I'm gonna put a steel door there instead of a wooden one. God, this accuracy. Well, he'll have it destroyed in about 3 days. Check back later. I think I'm going to home zone everyone for now so that I can actually move that drill, because that drill's just going to get scythered if I don't. No. Crimson, move it. Don't use it. Different things. And despite the fact that I've wanted to become a drug lord for like a long time, we still have not made like an ounce of yayo. Because it keeps burning down or blighting or something. Like it just hasn't happened yet. At this point, most of my mechs can't do very much because there isn't work to be done within the base, not a reasonable amount, so I'm just going to dormant them all. So they're all either... I'll just set them all to dormant self-charge. Except for Joker, who needs to keep popping the ship. For some reason, drafting and undrafting, like, froze time. Come on, game. Why? Oh, I didn't realize you were naked. Oops. With all the young girls in the colony, maybe you should be wearing pants. We don't need to traumatize them. Because they're not even our relatives. They're just like random girls that joined. Asked for help and was like, yo, join? Yes. So we'll make sure that we have spare pants. And Turtle immediately put them on. Yep, good man. And then I should probably also do shirt. I never really did like the whole clothing bill. One of the things I must say is because we are pacifists that don't ever fight, our clothing wears out so slowly. I mean, we are on day 128. It's been over 2 years and we're still wearing the same clothing. Because, like, if you don't take damage, the clothing doesn't go poof. So, like, this is the original Synthread shirt he arrived with, obviously, and it's still at 65%. Goes to show how long clothing really does last. Wearing the same shirt every day for 2.5 years, and you're still wearing it, that's an impressive shirt. Made to last for sure. So the... Ooh. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to deadfall trap the Scythers. I think the risk of them blowing up mini turrets is high enough that I'd rather just waste the steel. Because I can deep drill the steel pretty quick. Whereas I can't deep drill the uranium all that conveniently. And the last thing I'll do is I'll blow up the ship. That will be my final act this stream. Leaving no threats left unmanaged. And I do think Joker's been out here for like now 2 days. Plinking at the ship. Persistent. Oh, ship must be, yep. Joker, hey, play dead. And now the Scythers won't even go for you. If only a colonist could do that, right? Like, for real. Just be like, oh, sorry. Can't hurt me. Because it works. It's crazy that it works, but it works. It's so ridiculous. Alright. So, 6 Scythers? Yeah, they're gonna get trap popped, no problem. Ta-da! Easy peasy. And now... Oh, well, Solar Flare made Joker uncontrolled. Rude. Thanks, Flare. Because I was about to put Joker back into the kill box where he should be idling, and Solar Flare was like, I think not. It is actually one of the big risks of this colony is like solar flares. It's one of the advantages of space. You don't actually get solar flares in space. Even when they happen, you don't actually get solar flared. Because if you did, your whole base would get vacuumed out with all your vac barriers like offline. You would just instantly die. So as a kindness, they just disable solar flares in that instance, which makes sense. But with that said, it would make sense to avoid using too many band nodes and instead investing in bandwidth packs, control packs, and array headsets to increase our bandwidth. Because every time the power goes out, you know, our robots go haywire. It's a little risky to have too many band nodes, in other words. What is annoying is it could have just banded any other mech. I have 3 mechs active right now out of the 8, and it shows the one of the 3 that were active. It's like, of course. Actually, do I even have 3? I only have 1 that is trying to move. Ah, yes. Crimson Parley. No. No. Time is out. I just want to bring Joker. Okay. Wow. I just want to bring Joker back into the base. Again, to have no threats on the map tile. I did say that. So now that the ship is dealt with, I can let my people out. Obviously, we didn't get the monument done. I knew I wasn't going to get it done because it was just way too big of an ask within a reasonable time, the time left. And now Joker's back and moving into the defensive box. Looks like a pacifist fortress. It is. It is. I mean, you know, it's got the turrets. It's got the spike traps. We live underground, so we can't be pod dropped. We froze the cave we live in. I mean, normally all of our coolers just got knocked out, but normally we freeze the cave we live in, so we can't get insected. I'm basically doing everything I can to avoid getting murdered by chance. But this, friends, is where I am going to leave off for the stream, or for the entire marathon, where it is going to end. Having never had a save scum, and not had any colonist deaths, right? Let me make sure of that. Population? Yeah, no colonists ever died. So, mission accomplished. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld The Pacifists, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon one time only. Because it was streamed one time only, feedback cannot be incorporated, so there's no need for it in the comments. But if you have any questions for me, let me know down below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Adios.